Hey guys, welcome back here to another Pauper video. We are in early access of Edge's Eternity. Thank you Daybreak for the opportunities, and we have got some more sweet decks. Let's take a look. Hey guys, as you can see here, we are playing some crazy deck. We are playing like a blue-red control deck, but it has a flicker theme to it. So essentially what we're doing is we're playing the new card Cryogen Relic. And essentially what we are planning on doing, we're putting a little artifact theme here. We've got some great furnaces, Seat of Cyanoids, and Silver Bluff Bridges. But Cryogen Relic is essentially the card that we're going to be running. And the reason we're doing that is because of Ghostly Flicker. So Ghostly Flicker with Cryogen Relic, you can play 2 Cryogen Relics, flicker them, and you draw 4 cards. So you max out a divination. But they also replace themselves, so that is fine. You can also Echo and Truth them because they are leaves. So they trigger again and you can then recast them. Sort of like a synth sort of vibe. But we're playing these in like a control shell. Playing counter spells and dispels and kill spells and stuff. But the idea is we eventually control the board. Right, we've got Lembas as well. Just so obviously Cryogen Relic, we're not too heavily reliant on Cryogen Relic. And then effectively what we do is we're playing Archaeo Mender as well in case we need to sack these to put stun counters on. We can Archaeo Mender, bring this back, sack it again, keep putting a stun counter on that one creature, if that ends up being important, right, is the idea. But we're also playing our win conditions, our 1 Reckless Fireweaver, and 2 Trailblazers Torches. So what we can do is once we get control of the game, we can add an Elementalist, flicker a Cryogen Relic, and add an Elementalist with Ghostly Flicker. So it becomes 3 mana, get your Ghostly Flicker back, and draw 2. So once we've got that point, and then we have full control of the game, we can play Trailblazer's Torch, and we can just go down the left-hand side, make them lose 5, make them lose 5, make them lose 5, make them lose 5, all the way through. The +1/+1 counters doesn't matter unless you're putting it on another creature, which is only the Archaeo Mender and the Fireweaver, or another Ardent Elementalist, of course. But essentially, the idea is once we get down that, we go down the left-hand side, keep going down, and then eventually they'll take 5 enough times that they die. And yeah, that's kind of the idea. We've got a lot of controlling elements. We've got counterspells, dispels, bolts, Galv Blasts. We're playing Planner Incision, and the reason that is, I did originally have Perilous Research in there as like sort of a Deadly Dispute effect, but I ultimately decided you want to keep the card in play, i.e. Cryogen Relic, and I was thinking about putting Ramen in there, hold up counterspell, and then if not, then you cast a Ramen. But Lembas seemed better when you're flickering it, so that was sort of the idea. And then, as I say, I thought you wanted to keep them in place, so that's why I thought flickering this. You can also then turn, like if you have an Ardent Elementalist and Ghostly Flicker in the bin, you can Planet Incision your Ardent Elementalist and turn it into a Ghostly Flicker, which is also quite nice. And because of the draw, the artifact theme, we're actually supporting 3 Thorcasts quite nicely as well. It's pretty sweet. I'm intrigued to see how this deck plays out. The sort of control vibes, like blue-red Scred sort of vibes, is sort of the idea. We can also just burn our opponents out as well by Ghostly Flicker and 2 Ardent Elementalists and Galv Blast, bring back Ghostly Flicker and Galv Blast and eventually shoot them. Those are outs for sure. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I think it's pretty sweet. And just for reference, if you haven't seen the other ones, we are against Adaptor today and we are playing some best of 1 just to get some obviously good mainboard games in with the new cards. And yeah, it's a good way, obviously, to showcase these new decks or these new types that we want to try out, and new cards, of course. Check out Adaptor's channel over there. I've versed previously, I don't know if I'm going to mix them up or whatever, like have, you know, 1B Kali, 1B Adaptor or whatever, if they're going to go in order. But we also verse Kali Kaiser as well, so don't forget to check out his channel. And of course, do not forget to like and subscribe here for some sweet brews like this. And of course, it's the greatest way to support me. We are on our way to 3K subscribers. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey guys, welcome back here to game number 1, of course against Adaptor, and they are on Esper Affinity. We obviously can't keep this 1 lander, and we can't keep this no lander. So let's mulligan that again. We're on multi 5 here, so that's not looking good. But we've got 2 lands here. We've got this and Breath Weapon I kind of want to keep, but it's not the end of the world. I feel like the Echo and Truth's probably going to be better than the Breath Weapon. Island was a good draw. Means we can hold up Counterspell. I was debating playing Instant Ramen instead of Lembas, but obviously if you're planning on bouncing them and such, and flickering them, that obviously... So this, in their deck in particular, it's just a slightly better Wellspring, so I'm not going to counter this. In something like potentially Flickerron, I would counter this. Can they play anything that's actively scary here for us? I feel like the answer is yes, so therefore we hold up Counter Magic. Refurb is definitely something I want to be countering. It's just a pressure card that I don't want. Obviously they can now draw 2, they can Fanatical Offer in the Relic, which is pretty minging, but it's okay. Yep. It's no different than a Wellspring at that point. Like, literally was just a Wellspring. 1, 2, 3. Can we draw either a bridge or just a general land? General land's fine. So we want probably Lembas in play here. Do we want another land? I feel like we do. We've got a Thoughtcast. We don't want the Incision yet. It's not really something we're about right now. Archaea Mender's on the bottom. Not that matters, there's no artifacts in the graveyard. I ummed and ahed about Perilous Research over Planner Incision, obviously. I think I mentioned it in the deck tech. But effectively, the reason was Trailblazer's Torch. Because that's going to be our main win con. Is just Flickering, add Elementalist and Trailblazer's Torch and just go through the initiative. We're essentially just hopefully trying to play out like a control deck. We will struggle against the big guy. Because we are burn-based removal. We do have Cryogen Relic to tap it down. We do have... So here I'm going to discard the land. Even though I know we kept it on top. But this is a draw spell, so this is going to get us out. Echo and Truth is quite important. So discard Echo and Truth here. So they've seen 3 relics, 3 refurbs, 2. Jesus, this is just so much pressure. Yeah, this is just way too much pressure. Four, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17. So I have to bolt this. Just on the rip. The Mirror Enforcer obviously is just incredibly strong, let's be honest. And I probably should have done this now. Glinthawk. No. Fanatical Offering. Yes. That makes all of this awkward. Like I'm Galv blasting out a Fog for a turn, basically. White. Let's Galv blast this now. Yep. Well, I can't do anything with that. They discard a land and draw. Play that Mirror Enforcer that I kept on top. Then we're going to have to bolt this. Bolt this, take 6, 10, 12. Ghostly Flicker. Not the worst, right? 610. But not really helpful now. And I think that's kind of the problem. I do this. Gotta get back this Galv Blast to survive. And then we get to Galv Blast this. And then we basically just have to block this, take 6, go to 2. The problem is our deck's not suited to have answers for this. Right? Galv Blast and Lightning Bolt don't skill very well for 5/6s. It's kind of the problem. Yep. Not looking good. They're just going to bring back 2 Mirror Forces. Yeah, we're just dead. See you guys for game number 2. Hey guys, welcome back here to game number 2. We are going to keep this hand. It seems fairly reasonable. We are on the play as well. Always a good start too. We have Relic plus Counterspell. We have our Trailblazer's Torch, so we have our Wincon in hand. They are playing Mono Black Sacrifice. We need to be cautious of the new Thoughtseize. I'm gonna play the Relic out because I need to hit land drops here. So I need to maximize my chances of hitting land drops. Even if it means take on 1. And we could get Thoughtseized here. Yep. I half expect to get Thoughtseized here. Temporal Intervention. Yep. It's a pretty good interaction. Pretty good interaction indeed. Take your pick. The 3 removal spells is pretty nice, right? The counter spells is a bit meh. Trailblazer's Torch is whatever. But my main thing is I need to hit land drops. Any land drop at all. It's a tough pick for them, right? Because Breath Weapon's probably pretty good. Lightning Bolt's pretty good. They take the Torch. Well, we hit a land. Let's go. Let's go. So now we're just going to hold things up. We'll hold up Counterspell. Most likely counter anything. Anything at all. Yep. And then also if they do nothing, which I don't really think they can. Nezumi Linkbreaker. Pass the turn. With them not doing anything, do you know what? I can actually just sack this. Like, I don't care, right? That sort of works out for us anyways. Yeah, draw 2, that's okay. It's not ideal, but it is okay. Another Relic. Put a Stun Card on this. Can I have a land? No. No land allowed. Play another Relic. Hit a land. Yeah. Sure. Land? No. No land allowed. Ghostly Flicker's a nice one though. We're not under too much pressure. You will take the 1 here. Missing land drops is pretty rough though. Infestation Surge, sure. Kinda need to keep a bolt open for good cards, basically. Counterspell. I'm gonna Cryogen Relic yet again. And I'm gonna hope to draw a land. We did not draw a land. Pretty rough. I'm gonna sack this thing. Bolt this. Ooh, pretty good. I mainly bolted it because it also means we don't have to discard. Yep. But they're also opening themselves up. They need to play something like a Carrion Feeder here. It's kind of what they need, right? Because we can just Breath Weapon. Nested Shambler. Shambling Gast, huh? Yeah. I'm just going to do this in upkeep, actually. I'll discard and add an Elementalist. Oh, I'm now not in upkeep, but nothing really happened anyways. They'll probably have another stamina here, or multiple rights. Yep. Cool. So they make a treasure. This is sacrifice a creature, right? Yeah. Really? So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to Ghost Flicker both of these. I need lands. I found one. I found another one. Sure. So I'm going to discard this, this, and this. Take 2 to 12. The fact that I haven't got anything aggressive here is really good for us. Play Island, play Lembus. I think we're starting to get under control, so we kind of want to keep this. And then we're going to pass the turn. I'm going to look at Galv Blast and the Mortician Beetle, I think. And then hold up Counterspell for whatever they have. Galv Blast this. Corrupted Conviction. Yep. So that happens. Do I Counterspell? I don't think so. I have another breath. I have a breath weapon here. I'll take 1 down to 11. A Nested Shambler. Sure. Let's force the situation. They do nothing. Okay. Another Lembus. Let's Lembus here, try and find a land. That's a land. So we'll top it. We want to keep hitting land drops now just so we can start adding Elementalist and taking over the game. For sure. We're getting close to taking over this game. We'll take 2 down to 9. End of the turn. We will Ghostly Flicker these 2. Ghostly Flicker draw 4 is pretty good, right? Stamina. Let's go for system response. Do I have another stamina? No. Which is much better, right? I'd rather them have this than gain a million squirrels. Much better for us. Cool. Echo and Truth as well. Minging. We've now got an army of lands, which is perfect. We only have 2 red sources though, so let's Lembus here. We kind of don't need another land for days, right? See what they do. I think we just take 2, right? Got 7. And then we will sack this to gain 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'm fine sacking another here. Because they've only got 2/2s here, so this buys us loads of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play Add an Elementalist. And I am going to bring back a Ghostly Flicker. So here I basically get to go add an Elementalist, draw 2. Add an Elementalist, draw 2. And I don't think this punishes that hard either. At all. Nice. Shambalamba. Shambalamba. Nested. Yep. Down to 0 cards, huh? 0 cards in hand. So, do we only run 2 Ardent Elementalists, right? Yes. So what do we do here? Because we kind of want that Ardent Elementalist to stay alive. So, what exactly do we want to do? Do we Echo and Truth it? Is that going to be our route to victory? Probably. So let's Echo and Truth this. Then let's not do anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Has to have 3 mana, right? Yep. So let's do that. Let's take the initiative. Get an island. And we're going to discard 2 cards here. So we're going to discard this and this. Breath Weapon. I probably should have done this upkeep in case they have a, yeah, something like that. But it's sort of okay, right? So that's Lostwell, Scry, Galv Blast, Dispel. So put on the bottom, put on the top, draw, play a land, play 1, 2, 3, 4, play Ardent Elementalist, target an Echo and Truth. We then get to go Galv Blast this, Echo and Truth all of these, and then we have a Ardent Elementalist block. Interesting for sure. Village Rights. So, what do we want to do? We bottomed the Dispel, didn't we? Or did we top the Dispel? I can't remember. Quite unfortunate there because we actually, yeah, we bottomed the Dispel. Carrion Feed is a good one. For sure. So do we want to draw a card? Sack itself to put a counter on it. We got there! Let's go! That's pretty sweet. See you guys for game number 3. Hey guys, welcome back here to game number 3. Blue-red Flicker against Flickerron. I definitely know which one's going to win this, but we're not going to be disheartened. We are going to mulligan this hand. We can keep this 2-lander, that is for certain. We probably want to bottom the Trailblazer's Torch. We have to keep the Galv Blast, I think, because we have to try and Galv Blast them out the game. But we'll see how we get on. The interesting thing about the Torch, though, is we can keep it and just jam it early. So they got a map. We're in a relic here, just try and find a land. We found a land, let's go. Cooking. They've got Tron. Pretty early on as well. Nice for them. Nice for them. Cryogen Relic. Give me that card draw, baby. We also have Metalcraft. Three. They just have Natural Tron anyways. Ghostly Flicker. The combos. There's a combo afoot. Sure. You gonna play a Cryogen? No? Just a big beastie boy? Yes. Have to Galv Blast this, I think. Cryogen. So if I got 4, then drop. So basically, if I don't hit a land here, whee, draw 4. That is revolting. Let's be real right now. That is minging. That feels revolting. That is like some serious next level like craziness. 3 mana, draw 4. Remote Isle, huh? Of all the cards you could pick, you picked Remote Isle. Sure thing. Let's see what they do. 5 mana. Do they have another mnemonic wall? They do run 3. Sure. Can't do anything about that. Do they have any way to pick it back up? They do not. So, oh, they do. They have a pulse. They have a pulse, huh? So, they do have mana up. So, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty annoying. So, I'm going to play Ardent. See what they do. I pick up. Unfortunately, I think I have to pick up the Galv Blast. But I can turn the Incision into a thing if I need to. But then I'm going to pass the turn. Unfortunately, we missed on lands. Are they going to tap? What they're tapping to? Remote Isle. I think I have to Galv Blast this here. It taps them out. No way. Did I have an Ephemerate? They do. They only run, what, 1 Ephemerate? Yeah, I think that was fine to do so. I think it was fine anyways. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was a bit greedy. I think that's fairly reasonable, though. They only have 1, right? They've only got 1 Ephemerate. Obviously, I have the advantage of knowing their list because I can see it, but I think that's fine. The tower. Map for a tower, play a tower. Double bolt, huh? Double bolt. And a prism. Huh. So I guess I play Cryogen. Counterspell. No lands. And this is our problem. Like, we can't miss land drops here. Just by the nature of the deck. So, the way these Flicker matchups generally go, I've also tapped really weirdly, which makes it really awkward. We had to counter the Murmuring Mystic there. It's too hard to kill. Map, sure. 5 cards in hand, 1's an Ephemerate. 4 cards in hand, 1's an Ephemerate. Mountain, sure. So do I have to go double bolt here? I have to go bolt, bolt, dispel the Ephemerate. Is that where we're at? Bolt, bolt, dispel the Ephemerate, and then if all else fails, yeah. So I go bolt. Basically, I need to answer this right. That's my main thing. I'm intrigued to see what they do the Ephemerate. So let's dispel this. Prohibit that. So then let's do this. See what they do with the 2 mana. I think I just have to Galv Blast it again. Which again is really unfortunate. But I think basically I have to try and kill these walls so they can't have any more Flicker shenanigans. Cool. Then they're going to map, sure. And I think that's what this game's going to come down to. Is who has the most Flicker shenanigans going on. Like, they've got all the coloured mana in the world. They've got all the mana in the world. But they've only got 4 cards in hand. 3 cards in hand. Map for another tower. Or are they going to get a conduit? They're going to get a conduit. Sure. These are all lands that they've searched for. They've put a mine in the graveyard. I just need to hope they don't have another mnemonic wall. Yep. That's the thing though, like, the difference between Relic and these is so much worse, right? Than a Weather. Oh, Crop Rot. Crop Rot for a Bog. Crop Rot for a Tower. Weather, sure. So we're getting a bunch. This is the thing, obviously, with what was trying out best of one, right? Is we're gonna have really awkward cards that are just sometimes not good. But that's also that's like the nature of the deck, right? The decks. I keep Ghostly Flicker on top because, well, it's Ghostly Flicker, right? It's also a little bit awkward, right? Because I have a 3-2 now, which is so much better than a 2-1 attacking. I also tapped blue for that. Pulse. And I'm going to counterspell this. And this is kind of where we need to be once this is gone. Let's hope they don't have another counterspell here. They play an Unwind. Yeah, this is probably over now, I guess. Yep, Pulse. Yep. Yep. On 38. Mnemonic. They probably should target the Pulse. Yep. Are they going to cast the Pulse? I'm assuming so. Yep. See, so now I need more answers. Entire what? Ghostly Flicker? Not good. Not good. Yes? Yeah, I think we're just gonna get buried now. Like, I could have Galv Blasted one, but then they just get back Just Ghostly Flicker, sure. I would rather just hold this, right? They just Ghostly Flicker, get something else is basically their idea, right? Prohibit. Okay. Sure. Can't do anything about that. Echo and Truth. They have what? Prohibit in hand? They have a Pulse in the bin. But I don't have a counterspell. This is a problem. This is a problem. Yes. I can't fight over this. Just have to hope they draw crap. Pretty hard to imagine when they've got a million redraws here. 5. Another 5 for another 3. Jesus. It actually might come down to decking. They're on 44. Which is an interesting concept, right? Because Cryogen Relic is not a May. So we could get to a point where we're fighting over Cryogen Relic. If they play all 4 Cryogen Relics here. I feel like that might be what I need to do. Not try and out-flicker them. Problem is I also don't have any card magic here. Double Echo and Truth. Double Echo and Truth, huh? They have 7 cards in hand. Cryogen Relic? Sure. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Yes. 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 So they've played 2. They have 2 left in their deck. Let's go. Do this. Then they just cast Prohibit, right? Whap. I'm kind of just trying to eat the Prohibit out the hand. Oh. Come on then. And we'll try and see if they... Yeah. Whee! Yes. Give me the card draw. I found lands. The thing gets countered. They get a Ghostly Flicker. Ghostly Flicker fizzles. I probably should have targeted this, right? Let's be honest. Yep. And you get the... I actually don't even know what to get back. They've got 16 cards left. They're going to have to discard though. So their 2 cards that they've drew is not that great. Yep. Unwind, sure. I feel like we're not winning this game, right? This game's just over. They'll probably just discard the relics. Yeah, 3 Cryogen relics and a Muldrifter. 16 cards left in the deck. Play a land. I don't think I can care, right? Cryogen. Cryogen. Trailblazers Torch. Cryogen. Just let them do the thing. Like, we are not winning this race, right? They've already... I think they can win, right? They've got the Infinite. They've got the Unwind. They've got the Weather. I think. They can just gain so much life. Oh, why did I discard the Lembas over the Breath Weapon? Oops. Yeah, I think we're just dead, right? I just don't know how they're winning. There. That's how. I guess we have but they have so much counter spells, right, that it doesn't actually matter. Yeah. GG. So this deck is a hot mess, right? I do think Cryogen Relic and some sort of artifact-based control deck can exist because of that, though. I think the card's really good. Maybe Planner Incision is not the card, but I thought it was slightly better than Perilous Research, as you kind of want to keep your artifacts in play because of your Thoughtcasts and such. And your Reckless Weaver. Woo! Yeah, I think the deck was fun, for sure. I'm definitely excited to play some more Cryogenic Relic piles. Also, non-black versions of piles as well. I think this really opens up the possibility of not black. Playing black. Because this card is incredibly... it surprises me how much better this is than Ica Wellspring, to be honest. For sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you again, Daybreak, for the early access opportunities. And I will see you guys in the next one.